13.
But apparently 13.
13.
Well, hang on. So it's Friday the 13th, and we're recording episode 13.
In the shit show of a year that is 2020.
Well, I wasn't in episode 12, so technically it doesn't count as an episode in my eyes.
That's why I don't.
I mean, I agree. It doesn't count.
I agree with that.
But
Okay.
Mike insisted it be called episode 12.
Fucking hate you guys.
Who said
Right.
that? Fuck.
Shut the fuck up. Welcome to SITREP Happy Hour, the show where I get berated for 1 hour by 3 other people on this podcast. I'm going to introduce them. My name is Mike. Welcome, Bradley. You seem like the happiest of all of the people that I'm going to talk to tonight, so I'm going to talk to you first.
No,
I'm
we
just
need
enjoying what's going on.
we need to stop already because you're going to introduce 3 different people that berate you every week is wrong to start with. Second of all, you then introduced yourself first.
Yep.
And third of all, just fuck off.
Does that mean one of us
Just
doesn't
because.
ever hate?
Eyes up.
Guardian?
Awkward pause from Mr. Steve Jar. Welcome, Brad. How you doing, dude?
I'm good. Thank you, Michael. How are you?
How was your day? How was your day?
It was alright. Went to work. Had some pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Had a fried breakfast as well, so it's been a healthy day.
I would say mine's been healthy, but my wife was like, "Do you want to go to Morrison's for a fried breakfast?" I'm like, "Can I be honest? I don't think they're doing them right now. We're in lockdown." I thought it was pretty funny.
Did you get one?
What?
A fry up
Yes, I did.
from Morrison's?
No, from my house.
Your house made you a fry up?
Yes. I have hands on
Wow.
my house that has the capability of making a fry up.
I knew
Robert,
your
how
new
are you
house
doing?
was good, but
Those new build
Yeah.
houses have fucking come on a bit, haven't they?
Fucking good, man. Fucking good.
smart
Free-
houses.
It's my house. Robert, welcome. How are you doing? Are you okay? Are you going to be able to withstand this hour of recording?
I'm already
without
I am
Destiny?
starting to itch.
Twitch, you mean?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you playing Destiny right now?
No.
I mean, his eyes are moving around the screen a lot.
And Luke, he's kind of
Hello.
with us, but he's not with us tonight. How are you doing?
I'm right here. What is your problem?
We're up here.
Just looking at your boobs, mate.
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. And you can check all these sweet, lovely faces that I have to sit with on a bi-weekly basis over on Twitch.
There you go. There you go.
What have we been up to over the last couple of weeks? Luke, we haven't
Hi.
seen you in what, 2 weeks? Where have you been?
I
How are you
didn't-
and where have
I-
you been?
I pulled all the plugs out and went and hid in the dark.
Okay, so you went AFK, full
Yes.
lockdown. What have
Full
you been up
lockdown.
to in full lockdown?
Walking the dog, drinking my body weight in alcohol, watching TV and watching movies. I listen to a lot of music as well. Like literally just walk home, get home, walk in, turn the computer on and just blast some Spotify for an hour while I'm like sorting dinner out and whatever. So I still haven't stopped listening to that fucking Bring Me the Horizon album yet.
It's still fucking good, yeah.
It is still fucking good, yeah.
Rob, I know you weren't on episode 12 of the
Yeah, I
podcast.
wasn't invited. Cunts.
You would have been invited, but I just want to say, where were you at the time?
Oh, yeah, I was playing Destiny. Surprise! Surprise.
What were you doing? You were raiding, weren't you?
Yeah, I did a raid.
Was it one raid or several?
One.
And how many did you do last Saturday? I feel like it's question time. Sorry, Rob.
I did 5 raids back to back.
What?
5.
Yep, we started at 7, finished at... God, just gone 11, I think. We
Oh,
did
that's
all,
not bad,
That's
actually.
impressive.
we did all the raids that, well, a couple of them were more like raid layers, so they were pretty quick, but we did all the ones that have now disappeared from the game.
Yes,
'Cause-
they've now disappeared.
Like permanently.
They've been
For a
vaulted,
minute.
so they will bring them back eventually, but not for a very long time.
But as per standard Bungie practice, they will rehash content and it will come back in a different
Yeah.
shape or form at some point.
Once you've forgotten what the guns and armor look like, they'll bring it back.
Just
Dude, don't take the piss out of Bungie for having too many raids so they can take them away when the game that we used to play has got 2.
Hey, multiple, dude. It's multiple.
Get fucked.
Hey, we can't talk about that now. We need to stay away from that.
I didn't say its name.
No, they've got
Although
an
somebody will later.
No, I was going to say they've got an optimization station in it at the minute, though, Luke. I'm sure that might.
Do you know that alone is enough to bring me back?
Really?
No.
Anyway, moving on. Rob, obviously you've done nothing but blood, sweat, and I don't know what else to say.
Raid.
Tuesday. Well, yeah, raid by the sounds of it. Since Tuesday. How has Destiny Beyond Light been?
Yeah, it's
Apart from the
good.
blur,
It's
obviously.
really good. Obviously, I'm smashing through the content. I'm trying to get raid ready for next weekend. But it seems like it's going to be fairly easy. Like I'm only 10 levels away from being at the level I need to be.
You guys have played the shit out of it, and I finished the campaign today for Beyond Light. I'm about 1169. That's without really doing what you guys have been doing.
Did
So
you
I don't
finish
know.
the campaign, or did you just unlock the stasis?
I guess I've just unlocked
'Cause
stasis.
There's more. There's more
Is
missions.
there more? Is
Yeah.
there? Okay.
Yeah.
But
And
there's
then after that, there's even more from
yeah,
Mates
but
a
that's a good
Stranger.
thing.
They're like,
Yeah.
they're more like, I don't know, tasks rather than actual missions.
Yeah. I have enjoyed. I will admit I've enjoyed this. I want to say I've enjoyed the story. It's Destiny, isn't it? It's kind of loose. You can jump in and play it. It's just the gameplay that makes it fun, though, isn't it?
Yep.
It's very Forsaken. I think you said when we discussed this yesterday. It's very much the same as Forsaken. There's a bad guy. There's 4 horsemen, if you want to call them 4 horsemen. 4 freaking
Lieutenants.
yeah. You basically kill them, but it's kind of cool that they actually acknowledge this time around that you're killing them one by one. And there's a lot more cinematics in this one, I think, than we've had in some of the other content drops. But it is good, and I'm glad to know it's not quite over yet.
Yeah,
Is it worth? Do you think it's worth the money? And are you glad they pulled the content out of the game? They vaulted the content, should I say?
What the raids and stuff, and got rid of the planets. Well, they got rid of the planets. Like they've kind of all tied it into the lore. The way that because there was like a live event at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna stay up for this. Got to like half 2 hours. I need to go to bed. And I'm glad I did, because it was literally just a cutscene that was
At
about 10
3
seconds.
o'clock.
About 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
But basically the darkness takes away the planets, and that's all we know. And the raids are set in those planets. Although it's quite funny because some of the Gambit maps are still there, so like you can still go to Titan when you play Gambit, which is funny.
Yeah. But it's good. You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I think it's just good to play something like that again. I think I've kind of missed that. Obviously, we haven't played the Division in a long time, and I think going away and playing like single player games and stuff like that is okay. But kind of going back to like a loot based shooter, so to speak, just I don't know. It's just kind of nice. I feel like that's where we've been for a long time, if you know what I mean. Since we played like Star Wars: The Old Republic. Obviously moved on to Destiny, then back to the Division, then back to Destiny and all the rest of it. But I do feel really sorry for you at the minute. I feel like you're a hooker that just can't break a bad habit at the minute, and you just keep going back every time.
Wow, dude. I mean,
Sorry.
any other analogy would have been alright, you know?
Did he literally just call you a whore?
Very much.
Wow. I mean,
He did say earlier, put it in
Space
my
magic
vein.
whore.
Yeah, you're
you going back to Destiny again does deserve some sort of ribbing, but I mean, whore's that's a bit strong, dude.
I meant it in the nicest way possible, if that makes any difference to you, Rob.
Thanks. I guess.
We're just waiting for Luke to rejoin us.
I'm here. What's your fucking problem?
No, it means on Destiny.
Oh, you fucking good luck with that, weight, mate.
Well, we can't get you to fucking play GTFO, so we can't get you to play Destiny.
Yeah, why don't you try asking me to play a good game?
I did.
disagree.
Yeah,
They're
we
both
yeah. To be fair, I did ask me when I play Fortnite, and he said yes. So there we go.
There is no fucking way. No fucking way. No, I actually no. I'll say that, and he'll do it out of just a fucking spot.
Yeah, you know.
I know he will. I know exactly what he's like because he did it in fucking chat. Brad, what have you been up to recently, dude?
Literally playing The Witcher pretty much every night to try and finish it before Cyberpunk comes out.
He was playing it so much last
Because
night.
they're in
that
the
he
same
missed-
universe.
Yes.
Are they directly related? Is The Witcher gonna be in 2077?
I bet there's like you can make something that looks like it. Yeah.
There's going to be a bathtub. That's the closest Easter egg you're going to get to it, Rob.
A bathtub, but there's gonna be a bathtub, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Because obviously they're gonna need to clean just because it's the future. That doesn't mean they're not gonna need to have a bath.
But then it doesn't matter because that game's never coming out. So
No, there is
as I keep being told by these guys here, I mean, I think me and Brad are on the page that it might definitely.
Did you not
maybe-
see that post I sent you? we
What did it say?
we
Oh,
regret
yeah.
that
They're like-
this game has never been in production or something like that.
It's the longest April Fool's joke ever.
It looked legit though.
It did. It looked exactly like it.
Brad,
Like there.
What- how obviously how are you finding The Witcher? Because Rob lasted about an hour on it.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So I'll be playing that up until Thursday when I get my PlayStation.
And then you'd be picking up Demon Souls, right?
No, I'm not picking up another Souls game just to give up.
What about Elden Ring?
No. It does look good though, Demon Souls, to be fair.
No,
Yeah,
it
it does.
doesn't.
It does.
It does.
No,
You're
it
wrong,
doesn't.
Colonel Sanders. Did you start any TV shows? I feel like you were catching up on some TV shows recently as well.
No, we're gonna start the Mandalorian, but we haven't yet. We watched the last episode of Top Gear for this series, but there was only 5 episodes, so it was a short one. But we haven't actually started a series yet. But Mandalorian's what we're gonna start this weekend.
What
Rob?
first season?
First season, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Rob, do you think Brad should actually start the Mandalorian or what?
You just wait till the first season. Second season, first episode. So good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Are they
Second
all like 20 minutes ish? Are they
No.
like short episodes?
No, the second season's like the first episode's like an hour, and then the
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah,
second
they're
one's
all
about
hour episodes now, aren't they?
yeah. So I think it was a longer season, but I think they've realized how much money or how many people actually viewed it, and it's done that well that they were kind of like, cool, we'll put more money in it and kind of extend the episode time. But it's amazing how much, especially in that first season of The Mandalorian, how much story they actually managed to fit into it. Obviously, you'll find out when you check it out. But apparently,
So
episode 3 is really fucking good.
I've downloaded it. I mean, I haven't downloaded it. I'm gonna watch it on my Disney thing later.
Oh my god!
Oops.
Luke, are you interested in The Mandalorian at all?
I don't have a Disney Plus account.
You can borrow Rob. Well played, sir. Well played. I do think I said in our Facebook chat. I think Luke would like it, Rob, because it is it's basically a western, isn't it?
Well, that episode, what the first episode was of this season.
Mm.
But
I don't know. Like the first 3 episodes of season 1 are kind of like a western as well. It feels like it, anyway. I don't know.
yeah, it's just really good TV.
It's nice to see the only way I can explain it is like I keep talking to people, or people keep coming to me and talking about it, and everyone seems to be on the same page with it. It's not divisive like The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker.
I feel like you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to like it either. I feel like it's just generally just good TV.
Yeah. Plus, your boy Pedro Pascal's in it as well, Luke.
Yes, but you don't really see him, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't he like in full body armor and a mask like the entire time? Yeah.
Yes.
It could literally be anybody then.
True, but
I've never seen you and Pedro Pascal in the same room before, so
you're saying I might actually be Pedro Pascal. You never see his face because he's
just saying.
Fair enough. Right. Okay, so I guess we better move on to Luke's question, but he's been lazy this week, so we're going to give that a pass. Is that right?
Nice. Yeah, real smooth. Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Oh, did you like that?
The question this week is, does Luke have a question? Answer at the end of the show.
Stay tuned to find out more. I suppose before we get any further, I've missed this, even though it's in the second line of the show notes. What are we drinking this week, boys?
You don't need to ask me. I've nearly finished the last crate, so I'm going to get something different after.
To be fair,
How can you? Oh, I don't understand how you can drink the same shit for that long.
To be fair, how many bottles of Jack Daniels did you buy over the weekend?
3, and a bottle of amaretto as well.
Good man.
And I had a bottle of honey Jack already in the cupboard.
What's the matter? Did they put the price of salt up or something?
No, they put the price of Jack way down.
That's a good counter argument. Well, technically, at the minute, Sol was more expensive than Jack Daniels, so it was cheaper to buy the Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
For the amount of drinks you're going to get out of those, 3 bottles and amaretto. Oh, fucking hell.
Godfather's all the way there.
Collection forming.
You got a Fireball as well, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I got the Tennessee Fire. I haven't got.
Yeah.
Fireball. Yeah.
No,
I got normal Jack. I got the Apple Jack. I got Fire, and I've already got honey.
That's a lot of Jack.
I wonder why it would taste like we mixed them all together.
I don't know, but now you've said it, I might try.
Challenge accepted.
I don't think honey normal. Oh, would they actually mix? I don't think honey would mix.
I think it'd be alright until you put the Fire in, and then it might be a bit weird.
No, I was just thinking that myself. I mean, I'd do it.
Honey and cinnamon, it's fine. What are you talking about?
True. I actually have a bottle of cinnamon flavored honey, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And you have apple and cinnamon as well, don't you? So
yeah. You might be on something again, Rob.
Robert, did you ever get round to buying your box of wine today, as we previously talked about?
I did buy a bottle of wine, but I'm drinking Proper Job. It's backwards. But
no, it's
Cornish
the
IPA.
right way.
Is it?
Is that it? Is that all we get this week? It's a.
Oh no, I've got a bottle of red wine as well for afterwards.
Okay, what's Rob's special of the week?
It's an Argentine Malbec San Juan. Perfect partner with steak or spicy sausages. I don't even have either of those, so that's gonna be annoying. But raspberry and plum, yummy.
Nice.
Co-op special.
If you want to see Rob displaying the bottle in all its glory, you can check it out at twitch.tv.
We're sponsored by Co-op soon.
Yeah, that's right. Luke, what are you drinking today, dude?
Strongbow Cloudy Apple.
Nice.
I'm on the haze, but
His butt.
He's also got fucking Monster again.
It's gone. There's nothing left. I chugged that about 15 minutes before we set up.
I think you've slipped into an energy drink dependency again.
It's fine. There's no. Yep. See, it's fine.
What?
Yep. No, I don't need to say anymore.
Is it fine?
I mean, I'm not putting it in my veins yet, so.
If I drank one of them at this time of night, I wouldn't sleep till tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going over old stories, but yeah, I can completely understand you doing that. I've seen you run down the road on one for no reason. But there we go. That's a story for a different episode, probably ages ago. Anyway, let's move on to some news. So this week in movie and TV news, Brad, you might be a bit excited about this. Assassin's Creed is apparently headed to Netflix.
I am excited about this as a series, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe they're doing is it live action? And I heard there was an animation as well, potentially an animation.
Oh, really?
Which assassin are they using? Are they using one from the games?
I don't know.
I'd like to think so, but I reckon they might leave it open ended.
I think the way they said it, they want it to be like a long running, different characters over series, I guess.
Okay, but who do you really want, Brad? Who do you really want it to be?
I would like, what the fuck's his name from Black Flag? Edward, that'd be cool.
I thought you were saying Altair.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah, no, that'd be cool as well.
Or Ezio.
Or Ezio, yeah.
Yeah,
Altair, Ezio, or Edward.
Would you bring back Michael Fassbender?
No.
That movie is terrible. I'm
yes,
sorry.
It's terrible.
It's so bad. Like,
I was so sad.
I know. We went to the cinema to see it, and I was like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be. We saw the reviews come out. I was like, oh, it's not got good reviews. It'll be fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine.
Better or worse than Prince of Persia?
I thought you were gonna say the old god. I'd say Prince of Persia is better.
No.
Holy shit.
You're wrong.
I could be wrong, Brad.
I haven't seen it, so
no surprise there.
It's Gyllenhaal. Well, yeah,
I know. I have it on Blu-ray and I've never watched it.
What? You own it? You still haven't watched it? That's even funnier.
But yeah, apparently Ubisoft have made a huge deal with Netflix at the minute, so they're already in.
Still waiting on that Division movie.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things that Netflix.
You said its name.
France actually came out and said there's a Division movie still in the works. Obviously, there's a pandemic going on right now, so I mean, right now probably would be the best time to film it. But there we go. There's a Beyond Good and Evil movie whenever the hell that game comes out.
2 days after Cyberpunk 2077.
So never then.
Yeah. There's apparently a.
How long's Rob gonna run this joke?
Until it comes out, dude. So forever.
He's gonna let. There's a chance the fuck this. So basically, there's a Cyberpunk 2077 anime coming out. I think that's going to come out before the end of the actual game at this point. Obviously, the live action Assassin's Creed series. I know not all of these are actually Ubisoft, but it's quite interesting the amount of game to kind of media stuff that they're doing. So they're doing live action Resident Evil animated series, and I'm pretty sure they're doing a Cuphead series as well, which I'll check out. I don't know why they would do Cuphead, but yeah. Any more thoughts on Assassin's Creed going to Netflix for a live action TV show? Rob, Luke.
Don't care.
Don't care.
I thought Rob would. You like Assassin's Creed. I know it's not Destiny, but
I liked Assassin's Creed when it was like the second game.
Kind of still stand by that second game is probably still one of my favorites. But then I haven't played Black Flag all the way through yet.
2 and Black Flag are the best still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Tom Holland. So I don't know what you guys think, but obviously the news broke that Tom Holland is going to be playing Nathan Drake in an Uncharted film. And I've got to be honest, I didn't have high hopes for it. If you've played the games, at some point, I'm pretty sure you see him as a kid. Is that right, Brad?
Yeah. You see it in 3 and 4, maybe?
I know you see it in 3. I can't remember. I didn't quite finish 4, so I can't remember that. Well, I didn't finish it, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's the whole thing. Like you're in a house and there's something about your brother, like, and he gets arrested or something.
Yeah, you
like
creep
that.
into some old lady's house, don't you? And
Yeah,
steal
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And your brother's the getaway driver, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, he looks good, I think.
Yeah,
Gives
so
me out the
basically,
look.
yeah, he's released on his Instagram, he's released a look of the character, obviously Nathan Drake, that he's playing, and it is pretty much like the game, isn't it? But it's kind of weird because the game version is like a 40-year-old man. He's not quite at that point, I don't think. Does he dress like that in the fourth game?
I think he has a darker coloured top, but it's similar, I think.
Right. Okay. I'm looking forward to it to a degree, but how good that is going to be, I have no idea. I've got more faith. I'll be honest, in the Last of Us TV show that's coming. It's actually produced. Oh, actually got input from Neil Druckmann, who obviously worked on the Last of Us games. Rob, have you seen the picture of Tom Holland, Luke?
I have
As
seen the
Nathan
picture.
Drake? What do you reckon?
He looks like young Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
He's doing his job
is
well.
good.
Then. I'm still not sure.
Slash Spider-Man.
Slash. He's never going to live that down. I'm still not sure on what's his face, Marky Mark.
Mark. No, that's the one thing that I don't like about this.
He's still not got his mustache, has he?
No.
Okay, what else do we have? So apparently Michael Bay and Jake Gyllenhaal are teaming up for a Netflix film.
Yes.
Something along the lines of Bad Boys. It's been kind of akin to, from what we've heard. I'm gonna go to Luke on this one. What do you think? What do you think on Michael Bay and Jake Gyllenhaal pairing up together, dude?
Should be good. I can't really see a downside, to be honest.
After Six Underground, did you enjoy Six Underground? I can't remember if it was good or not. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep as well. It wasn't great, but
Disagree.
Rob's shaking it.
It's a good film.
Well, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it? Because I've seen a few people say like even Ryan Reynolds didn't save that film.
yeah, I don't think he did.
He was just
Well-
playing himself like he always does.
To be fair, you can't fault the man. He's been doing that since Van Wilder. So,
Two guys, a girl, and a Pizza Hut, I think.
well, yeah. But I think it's gonna be interesting to see what Gyllenhaal does in that kind of genre with Michael Bay. I mean, it's not gonna be a period piece for sure, is it? But from what I remember, I think the majority of the film is just him in the back of a van or something.
What an ambulance van.
Yeah, sorry. So it's a remake of the Danish ambulance, and yeah, it's basically him in the back of an ambulance for like 90 minutes, I assume.
Not
Just
much
gonna be-
room for explosions in an ambulance.
Dude, it's gonna be like Speed. Can't wait. I can't wait. Though Brad, you might like this. Gyllenhaal is also teaming up with Denis Villeneuve as well for another
Sorry,
film.
say that again?
Denis Villeneuve.
Sound like you were slurring then.
No.
Or as Rob would call him, Dennis Villeneuve.
I gotta be careful because Cap will call me out if I don't say it quite right anyway. But yeah, he's teaming up with him again.
Have they
He
said
did-
anything about what it is, or just that
Mm.
they are?
it's a thriller from off the top of my head, and he worked with him on Prisoners. So it's the same guy that made Prisoners with Gyllenhaal, back together, Enemy. You gotta watch those films, Brad. I know.
Yes, I do.
I feel like
Prisoners is outstanding.
yeah,
Yeah, I've
Prisoners-
heard that's really good.
it's one of my favorite films. Yeah, that's pretty much it with Gyllenhaal. Something that I think I don't know what you guys
Have we got any Shia LaBeouf news this week?
know.
Well,
We
He
haven't
did
had
do-
you for a while.
No, we haven't. He did a roundtable a couple of months ago. He was absolutely stoned off his head at the time, but I think we were discussing other stuff at that moment, so we didn't get a chance to bring it up on the podcast. But yeah, there's been a bit of controversy around Christopher Nolan over the past, I think, couple of days.
How dare they?
Well, basically, I can't remember if it was released in a book or he actually spoke to someone, but there was an excerpt put out there on a lot of movie websites at the minute, basically going like, Christopher Nolan's kind of not understanding why there's so much backlash over the dialogue audio in his films. Now, if I'm sure a lot of you have seen The Dark Knight Rises and have no idea what the hell Tom Hardy is saying for 3/4 of that film.
Yeah, that's just because of the shitty mask, though, isn't it? And I didn't think it was that bad.
You can hear it, but
It just makes you pay attention a bit more. That's all. I
yeah.
wouldn't say I don't understand what Tom Hardy's saying.
Hmm.
There might be the odd instance, but and there's
Were
a big
they,
explosion in the background and whatever as well. But
Were they talking about any films in particular, or just
You
his
may have
films in
adopted
general?
the darkness.
Apparently, it happens a lot in Tenet, the new Christopher Nolan film. And is
Do
it
you call him Christian Nolan?
Christopher Nolan? If I said Christian, then
I don't know. Maybe you didn't. I've imagined it.
you'll find out when one of us listens back. But yeah, it is kind of weird because he basically went on to say that you mix movies together in any which way, shape, or form, and no one complains. Yet you start messing around with the frequencies, with audio and audio mixing and stuff like that, and people start complaining. So
He said something along the lines of he likes the big music set pieces and that, doesn't he? And he wants that to kind of be the forefront of his scenes, which is fine. But I do dislike when the sound is really loud and then they talk and it's really quiet, so you have to turn it up, and then something will happen and it will be ridiculously loud again.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy like a surround sound or an amplifier that sorts that out, but
In fact, most TVs nowadays have a thing called AVL.
yeah, but it is a bit all over the place, isn't it? Well, you'll be watching something, it's like, and then you're trying to turn up at the dialogue bits, but yeah.
But I would say, like, from memory from the films he's done, they're not that bad.
No, I don't think it's a huge problem. But I think he was just quite surprised the amount of directors and the amount of people that have actually spoke to him about him doing something completely different to what most people do.
Wait, so this is actually his peers that are moaning at him, not just the internet running out of things to moan about.
No, his peers and other people in the industry have kind of gone, what are you doing? But yeah.
They're probably just jealous they didn't have a really good track record like him.
Just about to say I detect a hint of jealousy here.
He does have a good track record.
He's got an amazing track record.
Yeah. I think much like Denny, I've enjoyed every single film, not food. all the nuggets.
You're hungry,
film
Mike.
Yeah, I am a little bit hungry. That he's cooked up over the years. It's just for you, Rob.
Good save.
I enjoyed that. It was very tasty.
There's kind of some good news and bad news with the next one, Luke.
Next what?
But it's not unsurprising, is it? We kind of knew that this was coming.
Yeah, so for any fans of Mindhunter, it was 2 seasons that ran on Netflix. It was about the creation of a whole branch of the FBI that were basically determining the first kind of notions of serial killers, not just people going out there and killing people for the sake of it or over money or this, that, and the other. And it was I think I know Brad hasn't seen it. I'm waiting, obviously. If it wasn't going to be me, it was going to be Rob. But I think it's one of the best TV shows that Netflix put out for a long time. And
first season was, for sure.
First season was, yeah.
I still think season 2 is really good, but it's definitely not up there with...
Yeah, you're wrong.
I enjoyed it. I'm going to be honest, like any shape or form that we could get more Mindhunter, I'd like to see it. I don't really...
If they took the first season and made it into a film, that would be amazing.
They did. Go watch Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
That's 2.
He's to be fair, he's not far wrong with that.
But then, what? So they interviewed lots of serial killers in like Silence of the Lambs.
I said not far wrong. I didn't say he was exactly correct.
Or just one.
Closer to the mark, Rob. But yeah, basically the point being, a couple of weeks ago, David Fincher basically came out and said, no, he doesn't think there'll be another season of Mindhunter because, one, the budget constraints, the amount of stress he went through during both seasons, and I don't know, I just maybe don't think he necessarily wants to go back to it to some kind of degree because of both of those.
He's watched season 2 back, hasn't he?
Do you reckon that's why he
I
made
think-
season 2?
Fuck.
It was.
I feel like they could have like done a lot more with like the Manson stuff, and they kind of just
Dribbled over.
maybe that was political, or maybe they were told what to
there was-
do.
There was definitely some politics involved there.
Maybe
So we want
that's-
to do this. No, you don't.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're not doing anymore, because they can't get away with doing whatever they want. But then I don't see Netflix being like that. But then they might be.
The problem is, I can imagine like with a show like that, it's going to get more expensive to a degree as it goes on, and then Netflix are going to kind of want to reduce the budget as it kind of goes on as well. We've seen a few cancellations over the last year where basically they want to bring down the budget of TV shows that are obviously doing well, and they've just straight up cancelled them because they can't meet the budgetary requirements, which is just insane, even if they're doing well. You know, a lot. There's been a few this year. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now where they've done one season and then they've just gone, nah, you're cancelled. I mean, you've got COVID in there as well, which isn't helping because
I don't know. That would no. COVID does help Netflix. Everyone's at home watching TV.
Oh yeah, it helps from that degree, but most movie studios and production companies in the minute are having to do, you know, millions of pounds worth of COVID testing privately every week, every day, just to make sure like all their staff's safe. So it's why Glow was cancelled, Brad, because they didn't want to put forward the however much it costs to do that.
Don't guess.
Jurassic World Dominion is just finished, and that's got a stupidly high budget, but then I expect a huge portion of that this year has been down to testing. But yeah, the whole point being that David Fincher has actually signed on for another 4 years exclusivity with Netflix. So obviously he said a couple of weeks ago there's not a chance in hell he's going to go back to it, but I do wonder if we'll ever see a season 3 of Mindhunter. What do you reckon, Luke?
First things first, if he's signing on for 4 more years at Netflix, that means the Manson stuff probably wasn't political then. So if Netflix are telling him what he can and can't do, he ain't going to sign a contract for 4 years, is he? So that blows that fucking theory out the window. I don't know if the director and the creative force behind a TV show says there won't be any more, then you have to take him at face value, don't you, and say that it's dead in the water. But
I don't think it's not a never say never kind
no,
of
never say never. But until he comes out and says otherwise, you have to take him on face value, don't you? You know, David Fincher's quite a creative chap. I'm sure he's got lots of ideas rolling around that he could do if he's sick of Mindhunter, or it was stressful, or it, you know, some of the cast were hard to work with, or whatever. I don't know. Or like I say, he just watched season 2 back and thought he fucked it up and just that's enough for that. I'll do something else.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rob,
Everybody gets bored of something, don't they? So, you know, maybe he'd wanted to do something like that. He did it. He didn't find it as enjoyable as he wanted to find it, and thought, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. It's a fair point. I mean, apparently he went away to go do Mank, his new film that's just released with Gary Oldman, about, I think, like creativity in the film industry and stuff like that, and people stealing rights. I'm not 100% on what the actual synopsis is, but apparently it's not doing amazing. So, I mean, if he's signing another exclusivity with Netflix, it means he can kind of continue making whatever he wants at Netflix, as long as it's his kind of corner of the industry, bringing people in, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on. Which do you want to do out of the last 2 on that, Luke?
Last 2?
Yeah. Do you want the mouth or the Bel Air?
Well, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cast reunion will be tinged with a sense of sadness, won't it? Because I know at least one of them is dead. So
Uncle
Yeah.
Phil.
Uncle
James
Phil,
Avery.
yeah.
Is the butler still alive?
That's the one I was questioning in my own head
Yeah.
quietly.
Yeah,
I think he's still alive.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So they've just released HBO have just released a trailer. Obviously, Will Smith's been bigging it up. Basically, the cast of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air have kind of got together and done I think it's like an hour special or something for HBO Max, and I think it's kind of nice to see them do that. I can't remember how long the show's been off the air. Was it 25 years? 20 years? Something like
30.
that? Is it 30? Wow.
I think so. Well, it's
Holy
30-year reunion or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How to make the entire internet feel old.
Well, we all kind of grew up with watching like well, at least I did anyway, watching the Fresh Prince. I'm sure you
Me
guys
too.
did. Yeah. Brad?
Yeah, I watched it quite a lot. When I was
Oh,
younger.
you've seen Bel-Air, right? Cool.
Yeah.
More than one episode
Yes, it used to be on. I think it used to be on
before
TV in the mornings, maybe.
It used to be on Before the Simpsons on BBC One or
Or maybe it was that.
BBC
yeah,
Two.
maybe.
BBC Two, yeah.
I thought it was Channel 4.
I thought it was 4 as well, but
Yeah, it was.
I've got BBC Two in my head.
I got BBC Two in my head. I can't remember.
Whatever.
But
It used to be on
yeah,
TV.
it doesn't matter. It was on TV. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's
it's good.
anytime it was on, I think even now, I think a couple of months ago, I sat down and started watching the first couple of episodes, and it still kind of holds up, but
Why did you do that?
because I can, Robert, because I can.
Just waiting for that sweet Destiny content.
Yeah, the Destiny wasn't available. I was like, well, what else am I gonna do? Let's go rewatch the whole entire collection of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Rob's face.
I just wouldn't. I don't understand.
There is nothing but Destiny, I guess.
No, I just don't understand why. Out of all of the TV shows ever made, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, yeah, definitely gonna go rewatch that.
Wow.
Did it run for a long time?
Yes.
Like
More than one episode. I'm not
Yeah, I
100%.
6 years.
Is it 6 years?
6
is it?
years.
Six series, yeah. 148 episodes.
He goes to college and stuff, doesn't he? In the end.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Next, I think one of our favorite shows that we talked about a lot of on our Patreon episodes that we did ages and ages ago. It's a show that unfortunately Brad is going to hate, but we're going to make him sit down and watch all 3 seasons. It's Big Mouth.
You're gonna make me watch it.
You said is Big Mouth been cancelled? Are we just telling everyone what's been cancelled at the moment?
Yeah.
No,
He didn't read the notes at all.
No,
did he? I don't
it's got a
think
trailer
Of
for
course I
season
fucking
4.
didn't.
No, you didn't see the trailer either. Luke, did you get a chance to watch the trailer before we recorded tonight?
No, I didn't, and I'm quite sad about it, to be honest, because I wanted to.
Even I watched it, and I've never watched the other 3 series.
What?
But yeah, basically, Big Mouth is back. It's coming back December 4th on Netflix. I
Oh,
can't
sweet!
wait.
That's not
Oh,
that far
wow.
away.
No,
Oh,
I love
I'm
the fact-
happy now.
you don't have to watch.
Early birthday present. I'll take that.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air anymore, Rob. You can step away from Destiny. Big Mouth's back, at least for one night, anyway. But yeah, season 4's back. It looks interesting. It looks like they're going to go into the whole anxiety of being teenagers and stuff like that. So, and
To be fair, I watched it, and afterwards I thought I need to go back and watch this.
really, did you enjoy the trailer?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
The thing is, I would like to say what happens in the trailer, but I don't think you can actually even explain what happens in this
No.
trailer at all. There's no
Try.
story.
Go on, try.
No, there's just a load of freaking
Please, please
It's
shots.
try.
like snippets from what will be the episodes, and then the what were they? The anxiety mosquitoes, was it?
Oh, they
Yeah,
brought more
something like
creatures into it. Nice.
Yeah.
And they're just sort of sat
Ducks.
around each character,
Duck creatures.
making them insecure, basically.
But you need to go back because I feel like season 1's a bit shaky. It's definitely trying to push the boundaries to start with, but then they kind of find their groove with season 2 and 3. I'm pretty sure season 3 was absolutely fucking hilarious. And then obviously you've got the Shame Wizard in season 2. Was it season 2?
I can't remember, but he's a great character.
Fucking brilliant. He's played by the guy that he's the werewolf in Harry Potter. He's the Professor of Dark Arts. I can't remember his
Oh, Lupin. What the hell's
Yeah.
the actor's name?
I can't remember it. He was in Theory
Yeah.
of Everything with your favorite cast member from Fantastic Beasts.
Who? Oh,
Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne. Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne, your favorite character.
Yeah, but that's not who we were talking about. So let's figure out who we were talking about.
I'm just looking.
Professor Lupin from Harry Potter.
David Thewlis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David Thewlis is playing the Shame Wizard. And he just pops up now and then going, shame.
Is it better than Paradise PD?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, I will give it a go then, because I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like Paradise PD either. You're like big.
You
man.
liked the first season, but you didn't watch the second one.
Me?
No, Rob.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you liked the
No, I watched like 3 episodes and then was like, nah.
I watched the first episode and I thought that's enough of that.
But if you haven't seen Rusty's
Just
Chicken,
crude. It's just crude and random for the sake of being crude and random.
That's exactly what I felt about it.
But that's just like Mike eats that up.
Luke's being very quiet, but I need some help here, Luke, please.
I'm just failing to see a problem with their argument. It's random for no reason. Hello.
I'm just gonna say you agree. Rusty's Chicken episode
Yeah, fantastic episode of TV.
and the Dobby episode from season 2, where Chief goes and stays with Dobby, and they eat.
So we're 50-50.
When
There were funny bits to Dobby, but they milked that joke a bit too much, in my opinion.
Dobby. It's good.
Dobby Blobby.
Dobby. Is it? Anyway, I'm glad it's back. I'm sure we'll probably talk about that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and make a start on it at some point.
Yeah, it won't take you long.
4th of December is.
You'll smash through a whole series in like a day.
No, he
Guaranteed.
won't. That's at least 4 weeks worth of content. Though.
No, because he'll be like, "Oh, this is good. I'm just going to watch it."
4th
I
of
hope-
December. The release date of 4th of December is exactly between recording weekends, so we could have watched the entire series before we record for episode. If this is 13, it'd be episode 15.
Challenge
If we can
accepted
make
then.
that happen, that would be great. And then we don't get what
If.
happened last episode, where we've already kind of watched it like a month ago. We've recorded since, and then I've kind of forgotten what the fuck's happened. Yeah,
Live and learn.
live and learn. Game news very quickly. There's a couple of things to talk about. Obviously, Destiny, Robert.
Yeah.
Destiny obviously released part 1 of their upcoming release schedule of DLC.
Yeah,
It's the first of a trilogy, I
yeah,
believe,
yeah. Over the next 3 years.
over the next 3 years. So basically, what they're actually discussing now is that everything that's kind of dropped in the Destiny expansions has been obviously set in the world of Destiny, but it's not really tied in as well. Has it, Rob?
What do you mean?
It's been very loose, hasn't it? Very loose ties to, like, the content doesn't. It's not like watching the MCU, is it? If the MCU was a game, this is not the. It's nothing like that.
I always found there was just every content drop would start something else, and there'd be a lot of loose
No,
ends. And...
no, that's not the case. Mike doesn't know because he hasn't been playing all the freaking seasons. But
Careful, Brad, you'll make him angry.
there has been a running
Yeah,
storyline.
since Shadowkeep, maybe.
No, since like Forsaken even. Because the whole Savathun thing.
Was Forsaken in 2?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay, yeah, I stopped after
Like
the main campaign in 2.
the Exo Strangers come back. That's from the first game.
I don't want to talk about that.
And
The Exo's back, but it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, no, the voice actors are shit. And they're like the whole last year has just been setting up the darkness coming, and now it's here and it's taken away some planets.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like
is the
And now
idea
you're
of
starting
this,
to wield the darkness to fight it.
is the idea of this, it's so you get Beyond Light and then one next year and one in 2022, and they are a trilogy of one big story. Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
It has
Right.
been this whole time. Like every season, there's like a little few cutscenes that kind of tie together.
Right.
But
Yeah.
basically, the cool thing, yes, they've started doing that now. But let's be honest, Destiny 1 was very loose, wasn't it? Loose based. Destiny 2 was it was linked, but we're at the point where we're actually seeing obviously the lines that they've created with the seasons and stuff like that actually start coming to fruition. If
Yeah.
you see what I mean. So from
They
what
definitely
we've
played the long
seen,
game.
yeah, but they're basically saying now that this is the start of actually seeing narrative connectability between all of the content. So it's kind of nice from my point of view that they're starting to do. They're
They're
creating the
starting-
MCU in a game, aren't they?
They're starting to tie stories off as well, because this whole
Yeah.
content was learning about like the Elixir and all that crap, and then I think this season's going to be about how the Exos came about and stuff, all the laws for that.
Yeah, because I've seen there's been a few trailers released from, what is it?
So
Bray.
the laws in the game now, not the Grimoires.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually getting proper story in the game now, whereas you didn't used to.
It was on a website.
You sneaky trying to tempt me back on the train.
But if you want to join us, you know where we are. In orbit.
Have you played it on PC, Brad?
No.
You
Don't
should.
tempt him.
You should. Just like it's free. Just download it and have a go, because it's just fun.
It's free, Brad. Could you? What's free at the minute? Is Shadowkeep free?
No,
Forsaken?
no,
Forsaken free? No.
no.
Anyway, we better move on before Luke falls asleep. I don't think we've got too long left either.
The next news isn't going to make him any happier.
Well, we'll do the last one first, I think. PlayStation 5 obviously released stateside for Americans and most of the world, I believe. Is that right?
All of
I
Europe
think
apart from us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere apart from here.
for some fucking reason, we're not getting them till next Thursday or this Thursday, depending when you'll listen to this, or last Thursday when you listen to this. But yeah,
You just confused the fuck out of me. What are you on about?
There's a Thursday somewhere in PlayStation
Thursday
5.
the
on the arrival.
19th.
That's all you need to know.
yeah.
Why don't you just say that rather than saying like all that shit?
I
it's
prefer
Mike.
Mike's way.
Like I said, a podcast where I get berated by 3 people for. It's great. I love it. I enjoy it. Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Nobody forces you to be here.
No, fuck off. But yeah, it's quite nice to see. Yeah, and the reason I'm talking about this and not Xbox is well,
Because we
basically
hate Xbox.
No, it's not because I hate Xbox. But I'll be completely honest. There is no, as far as I know, right? I could be completely wrong, but there is no huge launch titles for Xbox. Is that right or wrong, Brad?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I can't think of any. So all the major titles that you're getting for Xbox at launch are games that you can get on other platforms, whether that's PC, Nintendo Switch, joke, or PlayStation 5. That's the majority of it, and obviously Xbox X and PS4. And I think it's quite nice to see that the games that are coming out for PlayStation 5 that are their exclusives, their launch title games, are actually getting really, really decent reviews. As somebody that is picking up, hopefully, if I don't steal it next week, and that's next Thursday, Rob, your PlayStation 5. How do you feel over the fact that most of the launch lineup is getting decent reviews, Brad?
Well, that can only be a positive thing, can't it? So,
Yeah.
apparently the new Spider-Man's really good, so that's good to hear.
I've heard it's quite short, or it's not as
I
full.
don't mind that as long as it's good.
Well, yeah, it gives you less time to more time to get it, less content.
Did you almost say that's what she said, Luke? Because I almost did.
Yep.
I wonder why you were laughing, and now I know.
It doesn't matter how short it is, it's just how good it is. That's what she said.
Life
But yeah,
lessons.
sorry.
I can't think of any other games though. I can only think of 3 games that are coming out at launch, which is Demon Souls. There's a Sackboy Adventure, which has got like a solid 8 or 9 out of 10, and then
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, and they're all pretty much like 8, 9 out of 10, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all getting like pretty solid reviews. So
Yeah, it's a decent start, I guess, to the start of the life cycle for PlayStation 5. I think it's good news.
yeah. Well, it is for me because I'm getting one. So
Well, yeah. Otherwise, what else are you gonna play? Valhalla?
Destiny.
Yeah. There you go.
No, The Witcher.
What, you're gonna buy it again?
Spider-Man, and then Cyberpunk when it
I'm
comes out.
surprised you didn't buy that game that Mike's been beating his head about.
Oh, Ghost Runner. Yeah, I am gonna get it, but like I said, I'm trying to get through the story in Witcher.
You
just so I
should
can
watch
finish
some
it.
VODs of Mike playing it. It's funny.
Is it funny?
I'm
How-
tempted
how-
to stream it when I play it.
What was it? 108 deaths, wasn't it? One section?
109 deaths.
109. I was one off.
Yeah. That was quite a common occurrence as well. I think one of them was like, "Oh yes, I did that one really well." It was like 79 deaths.
I watched. I don't know who. Well, I know you guys don't care about the old Ori game, but I watched Mike play it on break. And there was one bit on it. I think it took him like most of the week to get past it.
Hey, I fucking completed that game though.
Yeah.
I don't know which was harder, that game or Hollow Knight, which is free on PlayStation Plus at the minute. If anyone's interested.
Oh yeah, I need to pick that up.
Yeah, please
Not
do.
that I'm gonna ever play it, but I'll still download it.
I think there's another PlayStation game for free this month, Bugsnax, which is coinciding for the PlayStation 5 launch. I think it's on PS4 as well. That weird fucking
Yeah.
shaped bug game with hamburgers for hands and stuff. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. And finally, just to bore Luke to get to death a little bit further, he's almost
I'm getting a drink. You carry on.
is Mass Effect. Mass Effect. So there's been huge rumblings over the past 6 months of Mass Effect coming back.
You say huge rumblings.
Well, I say huge rumors. It's basically
Small ripples.
Yeah, it's been classified. It's gone through classification in like several countries. It's been showing up on Amazon, probably Play Asia, and all the rest of it over the last 6 months. And everyone's like, and EA's like, yeah, it's definitely not coming out. And they finally announced this week. Was it this week or last week? I can't remember. I think it was last week, 7th of November, wasn't it? That yes, there is going to be a Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's finally been announced, but the sad news is it's not coming out till next year. As somebody who played the Mass Effect franchise all the way through, Rob, are you happy to see this come back? It's basically getting remastered, from what I've heard.
I feel like BioWare have realized they can't make new games, so they've just remade old ones.
You say that.
Well, you say that. So basically, for the past for a long time by the sounds of it, the team at BioWare have been hard at work updating the textures, shaders, models, effects, and technical features of 3 enormous games. The goal was not to remake or reimagine the original game, but to modernize the experience so fans and new players can experience the original work in its best possible form. It's been amazing to see the adventures of Commander Shepard take on new life in super sharp resolution, faster frame rates, and beautiful enhancements. Which it sounds like they're putting in a lot of work to get it sorted out, because Andromeda performance-wise wasn't great. Maybe
Are they changing any anything? The first game, the movement system was terrible.
I really hope they update that first game to match the second and third one. Because I've got to be honest, as someone that jumped in at 2, I never went back and played 1 because it's
I did.
I did too.
Yeah, but did you finish it, Rob?
No.
You probably know. Why
I
didn't
finished
you
it.
finish? Why didn't you finish it, Rob?
It was too painful.
There's a huge difference, though, isn't it, Brad, between one and two?
Oh god, yeah.
The second
But,
one is the best game out of all of them by far.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't disagree
2
with
is
that.
really good.
I'm just gonna buy it just for that game and replay it, like in HD or QHD.
They've announced it's going to be remastered and optimized for 4K Ultra HD, and it's coming out in spring next year for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, with forward compatibility and target enhancements for the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 at some point, I guess, in the future. So it's good news. Good news to see that coming back. It is a decent franchise. And the good thing about that is Casey Hudson is running BioWare at the minute, and he was basically, I think, was he the lead director or
He's
creative?
the project director or something, wouldn't he?
Yeah, on the Mass Effect trilogy. So the guy that basically
Made the first series good.
Yeah.
Is back.
Yeah, he's back actually in charge
He's
of the
back,
studio.
baby.
The other thing they actually said as well, that it isn't the end of Mass Effect either, as they kind of sneakily put out there that a veteran team, so I guess an old team that worked on Mass Effect, the original trilogy, have been working to envision the next chapter of the Mass Effect universe. Apparently they're in the early stages, and they can't say just not much at the minute, but apparently they'll be sharing their vision for where they go next soon. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that, because I'm sorry, Luke, I'm really sorry that the game that we thought was going to be absolutely fucking amazing was Andromeda. But hey, at least it wasn't Anthem.
Did you buy Andromeda, Luke?
Yes, he did.
I did, yes.
That's it.
Was
It's
it mine
because
and Mike's fault?
Yes.
To be fair, you enjoyed it, if I remember right, to start with.
No.
You did. You could people were playing.
No. I called that out almost as quickly as I called out Vanilla Destiny 2.
Yeah. But I mean, at least one of those games has sorted their shit out. Ain't that right, Rob?
What?
Rob wasn't listening. It's fine. I said at least one of those games has sorted their shit out.
What, is Andromeda working now? Is it good?
Hell no. No, I don't know. I need to go back, and I kind of want to go back and replay it, but I wish there was just like a story thing on it, so you didn't have to do all the shit on it. Anyway, that's it. That's it. As always, Luke, what was the answer to this week's question that you didn't have prepared?
No, you have to ask me.
Rob,
Okay.
was
Rob.
the answer yes or no?
No. The
Luke's
answer
just
was
looking
no.
very perplexed right now.
The question was, does Luke have a question? The answer is no.
We did it. Are you happy?
Quick, Luke, find a question and prove him wrong.
So he's like, surprise, motherfuckers, it's right at the end. Luke's happy to be here. Rob, it's nice to have you on this episode, because obviously you couldn't make it to the last one.
I wasn't fucking invited, you cunt. Awkward pause.
Yeah. Awkward pause. That's 3. We did it. Almost broke the record, but maybe next time. I guess that's it. What? Anybody got anything else they want to put out there?
Don't think so.
Awkward
we need to-
pause.
Awkward pause again. Let's go.
Let's go. See how many more we can fit in before the end.
Yeah.
That's it from this week's episode. That's it from us. I'm going to say cheers, guys.
Cheers, gents.
Cheers.
Luke, it's not the old podcast.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
There's no good just raising your drink otherwise. And we will catch you next time. Have a great couple of weeks. Bye-bye.
My cheeks are hurting from smiling so much. Oh.